This episode of the Hero's Journey podcast is brought to you by JPS Computers out of Oregon. I want to thank Jesse. Thank you so much. He builds my websites, all that good stuff. SMP Inc. right here in Las Vegas. Let them rebuild your confidence. And they have a new location in Arizona. If you want, and I get asked this all the time, guys, people hit me up like, hey, where can I get a tattoo while I'm in Vegas? West Coast Tattoo Parlor. They're my sponsor, my newest sponsor for the show. There are two locations, one on Las Vegas Boulevard and one on Rainbow. And you got to go check them out. My next guest will probably get tattoos while they're in town. I see them nodding their heads off to the corner. And I want to shout out to my boy, True Beauty by Trevor. His story is incredible. And my girl utilizes that skin treatment, all that good stuff. My name is Bryan Hopkins. This is a Hero's Journey podcast. And what I love about this show is we all wake up the hero of our own story. And I wanted to keep this positive I've got into this and it's kind of went off the rails, but it's funny because it got a lot of clicks and a lot of likes and all that stuff and all the things that I need to help grow this. But I want to get back to doing positive stuff and things that feed my soul. And Jory, who's running the show for me, I saw you light up, dude, when we started this because I have musicians in the room again. And the newest episode that dropped, I had a musician in here, and that's what I love. I love taking this back to almost like just rolling in and doing radio and promoting and sharing and lifting my friends up and the people that inspire me to help them inspire you. And maybe you connect with them. Maybe you see something in them that you're like, I'm just like him or her, and I can do that too. And that's what I want, because that's what this is all about. My next guest is somebody I've shared the stage with many times. And even in the intro, I just noticed when I looked up, we did Mandalay Bay together. We did a show I want to say it was The Joint. But Matt Ferranti, dude.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, man. Welcome to the show.
Man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we actually shared the stage. You were playing with Brett Young back then, and not too long ago, actually, and we played Mandalay Bay together.
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and then we ended up doing, it was us, Gavin DeGraw and Brett Young, and you've spent many years now being, with Brett and kind of running the band and helping him back. And then the coolest thing was the last time I actually saw you, there was maybe 4,000 people and you were doing double duty. You've been opening up for the show.
You did catch that show.
Yeah, you were opening up the shows on the tour on a couple of the legs of this, one of the tours, and you were opening up and then also, playing. And what's really great is you're out here. It's brought you to Vegas. And I want you to introduce your boy right here. Well, Jay Hartley, everybody.
Boy, Jay.
I'm
here.
Yeah, I've seen you guys both on social media, standing side by side, playing in Nashville and all over the country. So I want to get into what you've been doing since, you stepped away with Brett and just started your own music.
Yep. So I'll give you a little rundown. Let's start at quarantine, all right?
Oh, yeah.
So quarantine, we're actually across the pond, C2C tour. And so we basically end up flying to Glasgow, and then we get the word President Trump's like, I got to come home. So like our whole tour gets canceled. My wife's with me. We're like, okay, we're going home. We'll be back in a couple months.
Right. Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah, right. Man.
Couple years.
And I know quarantine sucked for everybody in terms of just like, changing your life around. Quarantine sucked, all this kind of stuff. But that's when I really started. I just opened maybe 6 shows of this big tour that Brett asked me to go on. And then it all went away, So in my head, I was like, man, am I going to get this chance again? Am I going to, all those doubt, all this uncertainty creeps into your head. And, basically it made me dive deep into my soul.
Right.
Deep into my soul to be like, how do we prolong, how do I stay happy? How do I play music? How do I, not take this as a big loss? How do I flip it and make it a win? All those kind of stuff. Right. And, through that journey basically came my realizations like, man, I love my big bro, Brett Young.
Oh yeah.
Guy changed my life, but if I spend 180 days a year help making his dream come true, which I've been doing for 9 years straight.
Yeah.
That's just not enough time for me to help my dreams come true. I needed just more time. And that's the only reason why I stepped away, but I stepped away with his blessing. That was January of last year. So just been over a year, about a year and a month and a half or so. And it's been incredible. I've had to dig a little deeper even because I had a baby in the middle of all that. I wouldn't suggest having a baby and quitting your job in the same end of the fiscal year. Wouldn't suggest that at all to nobody.
Smartest idea.
But man, you know, it really helped me grow up and reprioritize things. And you know, I took the freedom that I had now with not having lockdown dates and went to work, man. Just played 170 plus shows of my own. Like, you know, I'm out here in Vegas playing a week-long residency at the Old Red. But we do that all over across the country. I've been everywhere. I was on a cruise from Buenos Aires into Rio de Janeiro, Brazil for 15 days. That was like less than a month ago.
That's when we were talking about having you on the show. Yeah.
So, man, I mean, God's blessed me a bunch, man. I've been had the opportunity to basically live my dream, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't want to make some more dollars when it comes, you know, but
of course.
But I'm living my dream, bro. I'm happy.
No, you're fine.
I'm
you're
blessed.
Fine.
I'm stoked, man. Yeah. And I actually, so me and Jay, we moved to Nashville in 2013.
Okay. So you guys know each other from I want to get, where you from?
Yeah. Bay City, Michigan.
There you go.
Bay City, Michigan.
Okay. Yeah. Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So much pride though. I mean, you
dude,
guys,
the fact they made it that far.
Yeah, dude, I you know, just
We're
a few
back,
years
baby.
ago.
We're not going away
No. Just getting better.
Yep.
Yeah, but Michigan, we were playing bars together for 3 years before we even moved to Nashville. So we're 13 years in and playing bars, just doing stuff. And you know, I was doing my own thing for a minute, but then after quarantine, basically, I started picking up more gigs in town because Broadway is very much like the Strip, just bars everywhere, musicians everywhere. And similar to Bay City, like I had my gigs, you had your gigs, and then we were like, maybe we just combine gigs and make more money.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's what we've been doing. So we play Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays in town, and then we either travel or I'm writing or, you know, or daddy duty, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really proud of you because you put out, was it an EP?
Yep.
Right? You put out an EP, and I downloaded it immediately. I've been a fan, your friend. I love that you took a chance on yourself.
Yeah.
And you just said it. It's making yourself happy. I mean, you gave up the chance of playing. I mean, Brett doesn't do anything short of like, he's like Tim McGraw when it comes to, it's just nothing but females. Like the place is just packed with female. Tim McGraw does that. Like they just leave their guys at home and they all go in packs and to a Tim McGraw show. And I noticed that when playing with Brett, you know, same thing. Like I've done a bunch of acoustic shows that you know you weren't there. It's just Brett, and then Ben would play guitar for him. You know, while we were doing shows in Alaska, and Oregon, and places like that. But then to watch you on stage do that, and then to watch you get to open up for that show was super cool for me because I knew that there was something there. Exactly, and the fact that you know, he went to bat for you to give you that chance and play double duty was a big deal.
So if you want to talk about that for a minute, like,
please.
He not only went to bat, he co-produced the record.
Wow.
He gave me songs for the record. Like one of my big songs, whatever, Make It to the Bedroom. It's one of the only songs I didn't write on the record. I wrote out all the other ones, but that was one that was pitched to him. And you know, it's a little risque, make it to the bedroom, whatever. And he's not like that, you know, he's very down the middle. And so he was like, but I love this song, bro. You should cut it. I was like, oh,
wow.
You give me a song, bro? Okay.
Wow.
So he produced the record, gave me songs, got me a label meeting. Like, you know, I sat in front of Scott Borchetta and Jimmy Harnan and 25 of those dudes at the big table. That was all because of BY, you know.
Right.
Gave me the tour. I mean, he genuinely wants to see me succeed. And no attachments. He's just like, I just want to help you, bro. You know? Yeah. And that's infectious. That's who I learned. I basically have a doctorate degree in professional touring under Brett Young.
Just gave me chills.
9 years.
No, for real. It gave me
know?
chills on the highest level. Like Brett does it on the highest level. Like I just said, that's where we're all searching for. I mean, when we played that show together here at the Joint, it was the Joint right before COVID. That was 87, not 50. It was the most people that they ever had in that room. And it was packed from the moment we walked down. There was no room. It was already full. And I was shooting a video from up top going, look at this place. It's balcony all the way down. Yeah. And he turned to me and said, this is my dream tour. And I went, what? As he was getting on the bus, he goes, that's my hero, and you guys are my boys, and this is my dream tour. And I went, make it happen from your voice to God's ears. Come on, dude.
Yeah, man, speak it, man. Speak it. Speak it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was awesome. We had a lot of fun. So I don't want to skip over you, but because I want to get to playing some songs too.
Yeah.
But tell me about like what are you doing, Jay? I mean, you're doing this, but do you have music out?
Yeah,
Is there
I got several songs out on Spotify and iTunes and all that good stuff. But yeah, I started. I kind of did like a rebrand about 6 years ago, and then released 3 songs in a row, and then one of them popped off. It's called John Wayne, and that like somehow just blew up. It got on New Boots and
oh wow,
Wild Country.
Yeah. Playlist. That's a big playlist.
Yeah,
and, bro.
It's still rolling, man. I still get. It's like up to 6 million or something.
Whoa.
For being independent, and like putting it out. Like,
love that.
Like 5 years ago, it still has traction. So,
absolutely love that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
You make sure we throw up his lower thirds. I want to make sure that everybody. Okay, cool. Everybody catches that, so we can find Jay Hartley. Is it under Jay Hartley?
Yep, it's Jay Hartley.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it was wild because we were joking around. You were on the cruise ship, and I was talking about how things were like popping off, and it was all negativity on the show, like people throwing dirt and whatever. But you had brought up a good point. I remember this because Chris Young is a friend of mine as well, and he's a good dude, and he was catching so much crap
it was lame as hell,
for what happened. And I saw the video, and it was like he's just stopping somebody in a line, like, hey, trying to get their attention. I was like, what? Are you kidding me?
And the tabloids like painted him like he beat up 5 cops,
right,
kidnapped 2 kids and robbed a bank or something. I was like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
And he's another like I've been on his podcast a couple of times. He's been a real good homie to me. And I just didn't like people picking on him. I was like, bro, most of y'all been to jail. Right? Y'all chill.
Anytime someone falls like that, people just jump on it. And
I wasn't even condoning what he did, because I didn't even know. I just was like, just don't kick the man when he's down. Let him brush off his, let him get just gathered, and And then as soon as that came out, completely exonerated. Everyone just quiet down. I was like, ha, 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 ha. Told you.
I remember when it first happened, I was like, man, he's got new music coming out, and this ain't gonna hurt at all.
No,
it just drew more attention to him, and and I'm sure put him back on, just gave him some more.
And with all due respect, we all know how often the guy, just like me, frequents his favorite establishments.
Right.
So his track record's pretty good.
Right.
If you're there 4 days a week, you've been there for 20 years, no incidents. Like,
come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For real. So what's next? I mean, you guys are at Old Reds. By the time this comes out, it's next week. You guys had been gone.
Yes.
Like you guys already left, but I'm going to find a way to put it out on the socials to get people to go out, because that's a new location.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah,
we just played last night for the first time. 4 stories plus a rooftop.
Wow.
Right down there at the Horseshoe, like right in the mix, right by the bridge to the Bellagio. It's like killer location, walk-in traffic. I mean, it was packed when we got there.
Right.
Wow.
Like dinner crowd was popping, There's a couple locations. There's one in Orlando. There's one in Nashville. There's one in Gatlinburg. There's one in Toshimingo, or I think that's where Blake's from. His hometown. And then this one.
Okay.
And so they put us at a couple different ones, and it's like the same people who own the Ryman, like Ryman Hospitality, like the Opry.
Okay.
It's all the same company. And Luke Combs Bar is under that same thing as well, opening up. I think you know the Wild Horse Saloon.
Yeah, Wild Horse. Yeah.
So he took over the Wild Horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's being built out right now. But that's a great company. They take really good care of us, and the new location is dope. So if you're in Vegas, check
there
it
you
out.
go. Wild Horse Saloon. You just took me back to an old memory, and my brother's been really sick, and it's not good. So, but my brother's a fighter, right? Thank you. So, it took me back to memory. So I won a radio contest way back in the day. Blair Garner, right? He had a radio show in L.A. And so I go out, and Blair and I are friends, right? So he was like, dude, like, he couldn't believe it, and it's Blair Garner After Midnight. Cody Allen took over Blair's show, okay? And Blair started that. Okay. And so he gave Cody the spot and all that stuff. So Blair's a big dude. And actually that morning show in Vegas, who's the guy? They have, it's like almost like a podcast, big radio show. I can't remember. I follow him and I'm blanking, but anyway, gets all the big stars. That was Blair's show as well, and then he stepped away from that as well. But that's still his. Like, it's crazy. Right. But anyway, so I went out there, and the Wild Horse Saloon. I walk in with my little brother, and these two guys walk up to me, and it's oh man, why am I blanking? They're two big country stars, been around for a long time. Big hits, older guys.
Like Trace Adkins?
No.
They're brothers?
Yeah, no, they're not brothers, but a duo. Brooks and Dunn. Brooks and Dunn. Wow. I don't know them at the time. Like, I don't know country music at the time. And these two guys walk up to me as Brooks and Dunn, and they're like, "Where you from?" You know, and I'm making friends with them. My brother and I are making friends with them. Next thing, and it's this big fundraiser show. Yeah. So there's all these celebrities, and this is way, way back. Faith Hill is auctioning off something at the table and at the on stage, and she's waving, and my brother's like, "Faith Hill's waving at you." I'm like, "No, she's not." And he goes, "No, she is waving at you." I'm like, "No, she's not." He goes, "Wave back." So I wave, and she smiles and waves, and I'm like, "Oh shit." So she invited us down to their table, and we are with Alan Jackson, Faith Hill, Brooks and Dunn, Cuckoo and Sterling Marlin, and all these people, and we spent 2 days with all these people. And this is way back. I mean, I'm like 23 years old.
Win tickets from the radio show?
From Blair. Cool. And I went there, and it was just the coolest experience. It was my first experience in Nashville. Yeah. And so that when you said that, the Wild Horse Saloon, and they made sure they took us to the record, like one of the labels, met the president, Music Row. They took care of us when we were out there for 2 days. And I was like, wow, this is super cool. But so Nashville was always like that. And I love visiting there. Last time I was there, I did a big national TV show launching a single that we had called Falling for You Bad. But I want to get into tell me, like, is there, with your music right now, is there a single you're pushing? Is there something you got going right now? Or
basically, as soon as I was trying to get into I found an investor.
Right. Okay.
So when I because I knew I was going to have to, like, obviously work, but I also had to pay for all this, and I wrote a bunch of songs, paid a bunch of money to get all my masters back. I think I wrote, 70 songs last year, which is great, but it's not a ton. A lot of other professional writers were 120, 130 a year. But we recorded all of them, and there's like 45 like releasable songs ready to go. And I just spent a lot of time prepping the back of house. So my new restaurant's about to open.
Oh, really?
But, no, I mean,
I get what you're saying. Prepping the back of the house.
But I had to take care of the behind the scenes first. But new music will be coming this year. I mean, not this year, but probably this quarter. Nothing's worse than having done songs, done artwork, done everything, and you're just like waiting for it to be like,
it's so hard. I know, absolutely. I hate it too.
But it's coming.
That's awesome. Because when you say getting your masters back, did you have a deal that you were in that you had to get back, or?
No, basically what I did was I went into a production agreement with my producer. His name's B Sams. B Sams, what's up, dude? And I just, I hung out. I got to play with Jelly Roll a little bit, right?
Oh, wow.
And so he was always like, bro, own your masters, do whatever it takes, own your masters. I was like, all right. So I took part of this investment money and just, instead of going into a production deal where he would own the masters and kind of do it for free, if he would, I just was like, no, I'm going to pay you this much per song, and I'm going to own all of that when it's all said.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's where all these, 40 songs times whatever, that's where all my investment money went into. And, but yeah, so now I own all my stuff. But I'm still working with him. I mean, we work when we get back. I still write with him. I still write all the time with those guys. But it's been crazy. It's been doing all this behind the scenes work, and I get asked that question. I was like, when's new stuff coming out? Man, you haven't put songs out in a minute. And I was like, I know. Yeah. I know I haven't put songs out in a minute.
Yeah. Like on the radio, that song. I dig that song. Mm-hmm. I was bumping that song at the gym like 2 days ago. And it wasn't because you were coming on the show. I couldn't even remember what day it was you were coming, but I was like, still like cranking that song.
appreciate
So
it,
I dig it. I dig it. So before we get into it, I mean, because I want to get into you guys playing some songs. I love treating this like it's the radio station. You know what I'm saying? You roll in and sit down and talk about what you got going on.
Right.
Talk about, and I want to shout out to your wife and the baby.
Yep.
You know, because I remember we did a show together. I think the awards were in town, and we did a small little acoustic, because we were bouncing around. All of us were just bouncing around from place to place, doing all these acoustic gigs.
Like CMA Fest or something?
Exactly, CMA Fest. And we did a show together, and you and your girl were just, you know, now you're married and have a baby, and so
that's crazy.
That's what's your little one's name?
Cecil King Ferranti.
Yeah.
And, you know, Italian last name, but he's a little blonde hair, blue eyed, like no ethnicity in him whatsoever. He's got this crazy like gangster name, and then he's like you know,
that's
straight up
awesome.
Game of Thrones looking dude, you know. but no, he's awesome, man. He's I think he's like 17 months old now.
Wow.
And so it's like that crazy time. He's animated. He's dragging us places, walking around, opinionated as hell, you know. And yeah, man, it's crazy. Life's great. He's got 2 kids too. He's got
Do
2.
you?
Yeah.
I got a 4-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son.
Wow.
Yeah.
And see,
They're great.
it's possible. You know, we
Yes.
can do what we love and chase a dream. And something you said resonated with me, and that is, you said it's not about the money. It's about doing what you love and being happy. You're able to provide for your family.
Mm-hmm.
I play music, man. My house, my baby, the formula in it is because I'm using my gift the way I believe God told me that I should be using it, you know?
Right.
And it's you know, sometimes you think you're caught up in what the harvest is, and the harvest will come.
Right.
Like I just do the work, and then it makes sense, and then it just keeps happening. All of a sudden now, we've married 5 years, and it's just keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying?
5 years already.
5 years, February 23rd.
Oh, that makes sense. My daughter's 4.
Yeah.
We my daughter's either Holly got pregnant. Probably is either at
my wedding in Jamaica
or Miami Airport, International Airport. So she's
but the trip.
we had a long layover, and we just kind of
There you go. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, it's true. And you above anyone know you're that close to it. You watched our buddy on stage go from, I watched him play acoustic gigs, you know, when Ben hired him to do acoustic stuff here in Vegas, playing covers, to the biggest stages. I remember him sending me a shot. I want to say it wasn't Coachella. It was, what's that big, big country?
Was it the Gorge?
Pastor Horses.
No, it's one in California, the big one.
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Yeah.
So he sends me this video.
Was it 80,000 or something?
Yeah, and
crazy?
singing Mercy. And he goes, dude, he goes,
break my heart.
yeah, I know. It was
bro.
like he from back, like Taylor takes this video and he sends it to me and said, these are the moments we're chasing. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like 80,000 people singing your song, and you were on stage sharing those moments with him. And that's what I'm saying. So you know what you can, if I put in the work, this is the goal, right? This is what I'm chasing. But it's not about the chasing part. It's like fulfilling yourself and making yourself happy. And those 45 songs that you have in the can that's your soul. That is you. That's you going, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I'm all about. Yeah. And I want to get into that. I want you to play a song. Would you play a song for us, man?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I had to run home and get a guitar from home because we were running behind. And but I wanted to see you play, man. I brought picks. Did you grab one?
Yeah, I got
Perfect.
you. How do you want me to do this now?
Okay, so slide over and grab that mic right here and put it on the guitar, towards the guitar. There you go. And there we go. And if just like whoop, there you go. You're good.
Good.
Just making sure that not bumping too much going on back there. That sounds good. Okay, cool. Just throw that on the table. Yeah, you're fine. All right, so you're gonna set up this. I want you to set up this song for everybody at home, everybody listening. I got Matt Ferranti. He is a solo artist. You're right now. You're playing Old Reds right now. You can catch him in Nashville. Follow him on social media. And I'm a big fan. We've shared many stages together, and this is just way too cool, man.
Yeah. So this one's a new one. It's unreleased. We're gonna play a couple, right?
Yeah,
I'll
please.
play one off the record. I'll play a new one, play one old one.
Sure.
Yes, it's this is one of those ones where, like, in Nashville, the writers round type story where it's like very intimate, very chill. This is one of my favorite songs in that setting. So since we're here, might as well try it.
Yeah.
This song's called "Find Another Heart to Break." I almost forgot. I was like, wait, what's it called? Keep hitting the same bar, the one that you love downtown. Keep being who you are. I never want to slow you down. Cry when you laugh, sing when you're sad. Go on and dance in the rain. There's so much about you I wouldn't change. But baby, I don't mean to throw a wrench in your routine. But could you keep me off your mind when you've had a few drinks? 'Cause you only want me when you're lonely, and I'm over being your mistake. I wish that you would find another heart to break. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the circus, 'cause the highs ain't worth the crash. I love you, don't work if you say it just to take it back. But you're good at this game. Now you call and I cave. And if it's all the same, baby, I don't mean to throw a wrench in your routine. But could you keep me off your mind when you've had a few drinks? Oh, you only want me when you're lonely, and I'm over being your mistake. I wish that you would find another heart to break. Oh, find another heart to break. 'Cause baby, I don't mean to throw a wrench in your routine. But could you keep me off your mind when you've had a few drinks? Oh, 'cause you only want me when you're lonely, and I'm over being your mistake. I wish that you would find another. I wish that you would find another. Please go and find another heart to break. Find another heart to break.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Jory?
Great.
Dude, it was awesome,
Appreciate it,
wasn't
man.
it?
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that was incredible. Wow.
I'll cheers to that, baby.
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers. Yeah. And I heard the harmonies over there, Jay.
Yeah, I was trying to get in there.
Yeah.
All right.
That was awesome.
You want to say, how do you want to take this back? You want to do it?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, please. So take that, slide that down to your guitar.
Cool.
And then you do one, and then we'll close with Matt doing another one. I love this, guys. It's like, this is good for the soul. And so we got Jay Hartley is about to, you can follow Jay.
Yep.
Check you out on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Jay Hartley.
Hit that follow button on Spotify, man.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Which one want to do?
So,
Go ahead.
no, I was going to say, when you decide what song it is, set it up for us.
All right. Should we do
Let's do one beer.
one beer? All right. So backstory to this song, we were writing down on Music Row one day, we got done around 5 or something. I was like, I need to go home. And he's like, oh, come on, let's stop at, Tin Roof. Worst influence. And I'm like, no, dude. He's like, just come have one beer. Come have one beer. I'm like, all right. And stop. And then that one beer turned another beer, shots. Just, this is also before kids. But ended up it was a wild night. And next day I woke up on the floor, lights were on, boots are still on, type deal. Cause this guy right here, and
just one beer.
So I woke up and wrote this song, and then he came over and we kind of put it together. And
whoa, that's okay.
Good catch though, bud.
Yeah.
That's because I'm up on it. Sorry.
Nice catch.
Sorry,
You're good. You're good.
Right. So yeah, so we wrote this. Wake up, boots on the floor, dying. I can't be back tonight, but I'm trying. Stand up, lights on, front door is wide open. Hoping my phone is just dead and not broken. I know what happened here. Yeah. I went out for one beer, and looks like I did it again. One shot, so I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night, tried to kiss some girl, shot me down. Bounced so many, kicked me out, but punched that dude there in his mouth. And looks like I did it again. One shot, so I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night. I jumped on stage, surfed the crowd, yelled free bird a little too loud. Yeah, I know what happened there. Went out for one beer. Yeah, went out for one beer.
Hey, let go.
Best friend shows up, he's got a red Gatorade. Glad you're alive, this night was a little cray. You were the life, the party at every bar. Told all the girls you were some country star. I know what happened here, yeah. I went out for one beer, and looks like I did it again. One shot, so I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night, tried to kiss some girls, shot me down. Bounced so many, kicked me out, but punched that dude there in his mouth. And looks like I did it again. One shot, so I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night. I jumped on stage, surfed the crowd, yelled free bird a little too loud. Yeah, I know what happened there. Went out for one beer. Yeah, went out for one beer. Yeah. Story of my life, right? Here we go. I swear I'm never drinking again. Not today.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And looks like I did it again. One shot, some I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night, tried to kiss some girl, shot me down. Bounced so many, kicked me out, pushing that dude there in his mouth. And looks like I did it again. One shot, some I turned into 10. Got them turned up, wild night. I jumped on stage, surfed the crowd, yelled free bird a little too loud. Yeah, I know what happened there. Went out for one beer. Yeah, went out for one beer. Yeah, went out for one beer. Yeah, went out for one beer.
Damn! Woo! You guys! Oh my gosh! I'm over here. That was awesome.
That's a fun one, man.
That was awesome. What a great song.
Thank you.
What a great song, great story.
Yeah, we love playing that one live, man.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah, it's fun.
Joy, you feeling it, bro?
Incredible. I love the way you dig deep too.
Oh,
You really
man.
dig
Thanks,
for
man.
that,
Thank you.
Yeah, for real. That was awesome. Great job, Jay.
Thank you.
Great job. Jay, go follow Jay, everybody. Jay Hartley. Follow him on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. And you're gonna miss him at Old Reds because this comes out like I would have put it out today if we did this yesterday. You know what I'm saying, to help promote the show. But in the meantime,
good shape yesterday to be able to do anything like that.
Oh, okay. Watch it. You're gonna get attacked by Elvis again. So we're gonna close out this show real quick. We'll close out the show with one more song. But before we go, is there anything that we want to touch on before we get out of here? Anything?
Man, I do got to give the big man some love. I had that opportunity to play like 2 weeks, maybe a week worth of shows with Jelly Roll this year.
Oh, really?
And that dude is the fucking truth.
Yeah?
He is
Wow.
top tier individual all around. I would let him watch my kids.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Straight up. one of the best dudes of all time. The culture he sets, the whole backstage. I mean, it's just second to none. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
awesome. That's good to know.
So yeah, but just had to give the big man some love.
There
Shout
we
out
go.
Jelly. Love you, dog.
Yeah, yeah. Jay, great job, man. I'm so glad you came on the show, man. I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this on my little show, Hero's Journey Podcast. I mean, this comes full circle, man. We met out, doing shows together, and I've been a fan. I'm following you.
Also, one of Brett's manager, Van. You know Van?
Van. Yeah.
One of his favorite songs is Backyard Family Barbecue.
No way. That's mine. No way.
Yeah, he like Europe, he would play it every morning. We'd drink coffee and he would be like, just
no way.
jamming to it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You just made my day.
Straight up.
So, it's funny. I got to share this story. So we were doing a show with Brett Young in Alaska.
Oh, yeah,
and on the radio, he was playing the new album, we were driving around running some errands and whatnot. And he's like, plays the new album that he was about to put out and having to narrow it down from 15 songs to 12 or whatever. And we're listening to them all. And then we turn on the radio and it says, it's a sold out show. So I get it on video, like sold out show, Brett Young and Elvis Monroe. And he turns and goes, and Lee Brice is coming. They don't know Lee Brice is going to be here tonight as well. And then he starts singing Backyard Family Barbecue. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
It's because it's been ingrained into our heads. Yes.
I wrote that song the night before opening up for Jake Owen. And it was Jake Owen and Lee Brice. And I wrote it in the hotel room in Alaska the night before a gig. And then stood there and turned to Ben and said, let's play that one. There's only 4,000 people here. Let's try that one we wrote last night. But I see the vibe here that you guys have, and you could do that.
Right.
You can go, fuck it. Let's just try it.
Do it then,
and we did that, and I have video that gives me chills because they are singing it back. And I'm like, David Lee Murphy, I walk off stage and David goes, how many covers did you play? I said, none. I don't want to waste any time on my songs playing covers. And he goes, but they were singing. I'm like, yeah. I don't know. They were singing Backyard. I just wrote that last night with Ben.
It's a good song when they catch on that quick.
Yeah, so it was really cool. But so set up this one before we roll out.
All right. I'll just give a shout out to my wife. Love you, baby. This song is called Love Somebody. It's off the first record.
Oh, I know this one.
And there's nothing like, we live in chaos most of the time, So got to give credit to the one who brings some sort of peace and tranquility into my life. So shout out to you, baby. This song's called Love Somebody. Also, thank you for having me, dog. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Point that to the guitar.
So I've been a leaver. I've been a breaker. I've been you can't count on, bet he'll be gone sooner than later. I've been a runner, I've been an island. I built up my walls so high no one can climb on. You make me wanna love somebody, you make me wanna jump head first, you make me wanna be somebody like you deserves. Look at you, girl, you got me talking that settle down. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. You make me wanna love somebody. You make me wanna love. You make me wanna love. You make me wanna love. Hey. Girl, you're a changer. Yeah, you're a keeper. You're a saving grace, making me a believer. You saw through the dark in me, straight to the heart in me, took every part of me and made it yours, baby. Oh, you make me wanna love somebody. You make me wanna jump head first. You make me wanna be somebody like you deserves. Look at you, girl, you got me talking that settle down. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. You make me wanna love somebody. You make me wanna love. You make me wanna love. You make me wanna love. Yeah. Somebody. Oh, no.
make me wanna wake up to those green eyes every day. You make me wanna say 3 words I never thought I'd say. You make me wanna love somebody. You make me wanna jump head first. You make me wanna be somebody like you deserves. Look at you, girl, you got me talking that settle down. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. You make me wanna love somebody. You make me wanna love, love. You make me wanna love, love. You make me wanna love somebody. Oh, you make me wanna love. You make me wanna love. You make me wanna love somebody. Woo! Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all,
Matt Ferranti.
Yeah.
Jay Hartley, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you being
man.
here.
Thanks
Heroes
for
Journey
having me.
Podcast. Mad love to y'all. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, go follow.
Thank you. Yeah, so if you liked what you heard, seen, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank
All
you
that
so
good
much
stuff.
for
Do it all.
supporting. And I want to keep doing more of this. Just talking about it gives me chills. I'm not even lying, man. It's like,
So you're saying we can invite back?
you
is what
can
you're
come
saying.
back.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. At the end of the week, if you guys want to come back and we do this again, I'm not even kidding. Next week, right, or whenever you guys are before you leave, we come back. We do this again. We just stash it and run it a couple months down the line, so we can
right.
do this. So,
All right.
anything we missed out, or any other bandmates you want to bring in the room, and
They were a little hungover today.
that's
why I told
okay.
them
I
to
understand. No, but bring them. We'll make it another story. We'll get into some stuff we did not get into. I want to shout out to the sponsors, S&P Inc. And Jory, thank you, buddy. Thank you for running such a great show. JPS Computers out of Oregon. Thank you, Jesse. Mad love. He was just here. Jesse just came here and helped me. I got a chance to interview on an upcoming episode with George from Gridiron Junkies and my producer Austin from Bizarre Junkies. We got the chance to sit down and I interviewed Jim McMahon. I mean, it was not just Jim. There was just a plethora of legends, gridiron legends that I got to interview this past Friday on the golf course. For
that's
this
cool.
show.
That's
So it's
cool.
going to be coming out. There's a whole list of them all. So keep your eyes peeled. Matt Ferranti, Jay Hartley, a shout out to West Coast Tattoo Parlor right here, 2 locations. And thank you guys so much. I hope you were inspired. I was moved. This was so cool. Go, if you get the chance, go see these guys. They're playing live everywhere. Just go follow them and catch them live. My name is Bryan Hopkins. This is a Heroes Journey podcast. See ya.
Peace.
And I believe it's coming around to me.